Hello guys, this is Dr. Palaniappan Manickam. In this video, we're going to talk about how to improve your mental health. If you increase your head weight, you are going to decrease your body weight. My friend Thirunagar is like, first you will talk about mental health, then you will say if you improve your dental health, you will lose weight and you will start removing my tooth. It is true, I promise you. Let's dive deep into it. Nobody wants to talk about mental health these days because there is a clear-cut social stigma around it among people, especially among Indian community. We think that a person has mental health issues only if he behaves like Sethu Vikram, Enge Sellum Inda Paadai, or Kadal Konden Vinod, Divya, 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 Divya. Nobody knows that even Varthapada Valibara Sangam Kaipulla can also have mental health issues. See, the biggest problem is as a society, we need to understand that everybody, 90% of us watching this video, including me, will have some kind of mental health problem. It could be like mild inability to sleep, inability to focus, to moderate symptoms like anxiety or depression, or severe symptoms like me running a YouTube channel. The problem is that people are not considering it as a mental health problem because they think it is very normal because we work very hard to attain this level of status in the society. If your family member is noticing that something is wrong with you, the disease has been advanced. We missed the boat. We should have caught at this at a very early stage. My wife Priya used to ask me every day, you don't look good, you look depressed, are you okay? I look at the wedding picture and I look at her and then say, everything is double okay. See, one of the main reasons that 90% of the population have some kind of mental health problems at some level is because of this hormone called cortisol. So cortisol is a hormone being secreted in our body during stressful situations. It is called fight or flight hormone. Imagine this situation. A deer is being chased by a lion. To escape from the lion, the cortisol secretion in the deer is so much that it runs so fast as much as possible. This is called the flight response. On the other hand, when the lion actually catches the deer, the cortisol in the deer is again secreted to the maximum to fight against the lion as much as possible, even though it doesn't win. So this is called fight response. So flight or fight response. Cortisol secretion is exactly like the argument between a husband and wife. Either you fight or take a flight and leave. In my case, it is usually the latter. My favorite quote whenever there is an argument between my wife is, hospital irundhu chief doctor koopuranga nenikren, and my wife is so smart that she will ask me even before I tell her that hospital and the chief doctor So see, the cortisol is actually helping you, right? To help you to fight or flight from that stressful situation. But the problem is when cortisol is secreted inside your body doesn't care about any other hormones. Your insulin, your glucagon, your growth hormone, your melatonin, nothing works. Cortisol is the one that dances throughout your body. Cortisol is like Balaya. When Balaya starts dancing, all the background dancers just sit and watch and freeze in awe. So cortisol is secreted whenever there is a stressful situation like a lion chasing a deer. But the problem is our body doesn't know whether the stressful situation is a lion or a WhatsApp message. So people think that you should be absolutely stressed out to secrete cortisol and put you in a stressful situation. That is absolutely not true. Even with day-to-day activities like multitasking, running late to the appointment, preparing for a presentation, and reading somebody else's WhatsApp status and thinking that it is about you. After having an argument with my wife, I kept a WhatsApp status as ego is the only requirement to destroy any relationship. And my wife's WhatsApp status says, dosa maavu fridge la irukku. We chat only through WhatsApp status. See, the problem is with the fast-paced environment, with the financial pressure, with work pressure, with family pressure, with fear of missing out with all these social medias, we are being stressed out on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, and every minute as well. Every time we get stressed out, cortisol is secreted and your body thinks that you will go into a fight or a flight mode from the stressful situation. So cortisol is like a king, all the other hormones goes down. So So no insulin, no growth hormone, no melatonin, you don't get sleep, your carbohydrates doesn't get digested properly, it gets converts into fat easily, and that is the bottom line reason for obesity, heart disease, blood pressure, stroke, and all the problems. I strongly believe that we all get these WhatsApp messages that young people are dying with sudden cardiac death. It's mainly because of their stressful situation, either at their work or at personal level. That initial stress gets translated into increased cortisol, suppressing all the other hormones, contributing to belly fat, obesity, and all the problems that we discussed. My grandma used to say sudden death is a blessing. Since then, I have never gotten blessing from her on my birthday. So I strongly believe that if we improve our mental health, if we can control the stress level, if we can decrease the stress level, we can decrease this hormone called cortisol so that the other hormones can be of 100% quality and will take care of your health very well. So let's see some simple steps that you can do to improve your mental health, decrease your cortisol level. You don't have any diseases and I don't have any job. Number one, my favorite method of time restricted feeding. If you follow the circadian rhythm of your hormones, naturally available hormones from sunrise to sunset, so you don't eat anything after sunset, all your hormones of 100% quality, even when cortisol is secreted, because of good quality hormones, your body will be able to control the damage due to cortisol. So hormones with the circadian rhythm is like Ilayaraja symphony. If you disturb that cycle by eating late at night, then the Ilayaraja symphony will become 7G Rainbow Colony song, Raja Raja di Rajaninga Raja. Second point is artificial lights at night. Again, this disturbs the circadian rhythm. There are two main things that disturbs the circadian rhythm. One, food after sunset. Two, light after sunset. Unfortunately, in our social environment, artificial lights has become a part of our life. Without lights, we cannot do anything, including traffic lights. But unfortunately, our body doesn't know that. The cortisol gets secreted thinking that there is a stressful situation that you need to either fight or flight from the situation. You'll be asking the cortisol, why are you secreting now? Why are you creating unnecessary damage? I don't need you. To that question, cortisol will be like Nayak and Kamal. Sunset முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் நைட் நல்லா கொட்டிக்கிறானே, அவன் நிறுத்த சொல்லு, நான் நிறுத்துறேன். தூங்க போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி போனை பார்த்துட்டு தூங்குறானே, அவனை நிறுத்த சொல்லு, நான் நிறுத்துறேன். கண்ணை மூடிக்கிட்டு ஆல்பர்ட் ஐன்ஸ்டீன் மாதிரி யோசிச்சுக்கிட்டே தூங்குறானே, அவனை நிறுத்த சொல்லு, நான் நிறுத்துறேன். So just remember this, any artificial lights after sunset is going to disturb your circadian rhythm. So with our practical social environment, it is not possible to be in the dark, but you can go to bed early so that you don't have to disturb the circadian rhythm. There are multiple research studies that shows that people who eat dinner around 6 p.m. at sunset and then going to bed 3 hours later around 9 p.m. at night, their cortisol level is much lower compared to people who eat late at night around 9 p.m. and going to bed at 12 a.m. midnight. So it is very clear that with these two steps of not eating anything after sunset and going to bed early can decrease your cortisol level, can decrease your stress level, which will promote your health and you will be in a wonderful situation already. The third step that will actually decrease the cortisol levels and increase your mental health is meditation. As soon as I say meditation, my friend Saravana Kumar is like, meditation is only for older people who goes to Kasi, Rameswaram. His body is celebrating Diwali every day. Whenever he walks, I could hear his bones cracking inside and he is saying he is youthed up. See, that's the main problem. When somebody says I meditate, people think that something is wrong with them and they are older people and they are not fashionable. Or it will be the other end of the spectrum where people are actually meditating for fashion. Oh, you meditate. Oh, what else do you do? Do you have a Gucci bag? So what does meditation actually do? Meditation will give you a control over your thoughts so that you can have a better control over the stressful situation. So the cortisol secretion is decreased as well. And number two, it increases the connection of the neurotransmitters between two cells by shortening the distance between these two cells by practicing meditation over a longer period of time. If you ask me, meditation meditation is the single most important factor that will decrease people's obesity problem and will also take care of the mental health problem. There is research supporting that if a person meditates 10,000 hours in their lifetime, their chromosomes actually increase in length, the aging decreases by 8 years, and the risk of diabetes, obesity and heart disease goes down significantly. If you actually look around, if people who are meditating, they will definitely look much younger. Similar to the Santur ad, we should have a meditation ad which says College, Nana, Mummy. If I was the Prime Minister of India, I will give 1 rupee to every minute that a person meditates. So when they reach 10,000 hours, they would have gotten 1 lakh rupees. This would have decreased hospitalization and other disease related problems, which will increase productivity, will increase the quality of life. இதை நம்ம சொன்னா நம்மள லூசு போயங்கறாங்க, நம்மள போய் மெடிடேட் பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. And number 4, very important, is writing a gratitude journal. With the fast-paced environment, we don't appreciate what we have. We always long for things that we don't have. Each and every stage of the life, if you don't get married, you'll be like, oh, it'll be great if I get married. If you get married, oh, it'll be great if I have a kid. If you have 1 kid, it'll be great if I have 2 kids. If you live in an apartment, oh, it'll be great if I live in a house. If you have a house, it'd be great if you have a swimming pool. This requirement doesn't stop at all, and especially by comparing other people around us, it's not going to improve. Each and every time when that thought comes into you, cortisol is getting secreted even without you being aware of it. So spend just 1 minute a day enjoying the things that you have and don't think about things that you don't have. So how do you do this? You start the habit of writing a gratitude journal. Either you can write this before you go to bed, or as soon as you wake up in the morning, just spend 1 minute thinking about one factor that makes your life special. You could be thankful for your family, you could be thankful for your health, thankful for your job, or thankful for this YouTube channel. So what I do is I have an app called Gratitude Journal. It is a free app you can download in any app store, and I start writing before I go to bed at least 1 minute. And I also ask my sons Arjun and Atharva what they are thankful for, and I make them blabber into the phone so that it picks up some kind of verses and puts it in the gratitude journal. It acts like a beautiful memory. For example, the other day I got an email from a subscriber that I lost so much amount of weight, so I got super happy. I wrote that feeling in the gratitude journal, that thank you for this YouTube channel to reach more people so that I can change some people's lives at least, which gives me immense satisfaction. Sometimes I write that I'm so grateful for having 2 beautiful kids. I'm so blessed and thank the Supreme Power for giving me this opportunity. My wife copies the content from my journal and writes in her journal as if copying the homework at the last minute. Don't do that. So summarizing, the 4 steps to increase your head weight in a good way and decrease your body weight is not to eat after 6 p.m, going to bed early, and number 3 is meditate every day. At least start with 5 minutes. We will talk about this in detail in the next video. And number 4, start writing a gratitude journal to show a sense of gratitude and appreciation of what we have, at least 1 minute per day. Just as an exercise, I really want you to write down in the comment section of one thing that you are happy about, so you want to express gratitude towards. Let's see what you can do. As I have mentioned before, there have been increased rate of sudden death among young people in Indian community. As a society, we need to change. Please focus on the mental health, increase your mental strength, decrease your cortisol level, and we can build a better society together. If you think that you got anything out of this video, please consider donating to our non-profit organization called AISHWARYAM Trust that we run for hospice and comfort care patients, like an elderly nursing home, providing them 24/7 nursing and hospital services. Please check out the link in the description. Remember, one belly at a time. It is absolutely important. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.